What's up, guys? Welcome to NDTV K's all day. If you're rocking with you, then you know what to do. Hit that like, subscribe button so you never miss out on a video. And big shout out to the Kane Gang, the members of our YouTube channel. I appreciate you guys are going above and beyond to help support the channel. But today I want to talk about Carson Beck. With Carson Beck coming over to be our QB1, all eyes have been on him. I've been locked in. I've been reading every article, and I just want to talk about it today in this video. Now, just to rewind you guys about where I am, my opinion on Carson Beck was when Carson Beck transferred to Miami, I was very excited. Looking at where Miami was in the transfer portal at that time, the quarterbacks available, I was happy that we were able to get a Carson Beck, a player who's thrown for over 7,000 yards, 52 touchdowns, 24-3 as a starter, has played in big games, played in championship games. Come on over to the U. I'm happy to have you. Now, there was something that I was worried about, and I said this in the video. I'm worried about will he be able to assume a leadership role? Will he be able to be out there with his teammates? Will he be able to throw, and will the injury get him back to the Carson Beck that we know and that we want? And so far, some of those questions have been answered. And along with those questions, when we got Carson Beck, there was some speculation. There was some talk that, oh, he's just here for the money. Oh, he's just going to be with his girlfriend. He's not going to be rocking with his teammates. He at Georgia, he had he really didn't get along with his teammates. That's what the outside of the building and the haters, I guess you could say, said about Carson Beck. So let's talk about it. The first thing I want to talk about is spring practice is here, and Carson Beck is actually out there on the field. The man is out there in the drills. I've posted a couple videos with the clips of the practices. He's out there going through the motions, getting those mental reps. And I got to say, look, in my eyes, that's a big deal. Because when people told me that this man had surgery, I thought he was going to be in a sling all spring practice. And if you're in a sling, you can't be on the field. Somebody could hit you. Somebody could run into you. But no, he was out of the sling when he got to Miami. It looked like from the videos that we saw, and now that we're actually having practice, he's not just holding up a clipboard. He is out there with his teammates, going through the drills. Now, he's not throwing, but just for the offense to see him out there, I believe that's a big deal. I'm a believer, and if you're the leader, you have to, if you're not vocally saying it, you got to show it. And, you can do that by going through the drills. You can do that by showing the teammates, I'm doing everything I can for us to be great. And I think that's what he's showing by being in these drills. Who knows? Maybe Mario Cristobal's making them. I don't know. But all I know is he's out there, and it says a lot, I believe. Or at least I took that. Now, the whole teammates comments, I wanted to pay attention because when Mario talks about him, I knew Mario Cristobal was going to say good things about him. But what does his teammates say about him? Check it out.
Yeah, I like Carson. Me and Carson actually talk a lot because me and him like car guys. So we like cars a lot. So we sit and talk about cars and all the time. So yeah, there's a bond that like me and Cam, you talk about no cars. Me and Cam just talked about gaming and stuff. So I like that Carson Beck like cars and I like cars. So they build a relationship between us.
Carson Beck, just what have been your initial impressions being around that?
Oh, that's my boy.
That's
my boy. That's my boy. He just cool guy, very humble, and we locked down. Can't wait to see him throw that thing.
I know he can't throw with you guys, with the running backs, receivers, tight ends, but has he done anything collectively on his own with his offensive teammates, either dinner or meetings without coaches or anything?
Oh, yeah. He been in meetings. I know a couple of guys for the Super Bowl. He invited the O-linemen, receivers, running backs to his house. Been chilling with him, so yeah, he a cool guy. Can't wait to see him throw it, like I said.
Had you gone to the watch with the Chiefs game with him?
Yes, sir. At the Super Bowl, we watched it at his house.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Now, when I heard those sound bites, I was happy because they didn't just say, oh yeah, me and Nance Cooper didn't say, yeah, me and Carson talk. No, he said, me and Carson, we talk about cars, right? what's the movie? Remember the Titans, when he asks him about what do you know about your teammate, and then he says, oh, he plays defense, and then when he pries more into him, he doesn't really know anything about him. So I think Inez Cooper, he didn't just say, oh yeah, I talked to Carson, he's cool, blah blah blah. No, he said, yeah, we actually talk and we actually have something in common, that being cars. When you look at Mark Fletcher, he says he invited everybody over for the Super Bowl, which I think is super dope, especially when you look at the narrative of people talking about how would he and his teammates get along. Also, it was an unfortunate event that happened to him. His cars got stolen, or there was a situation with that. Well, they did an interview with Carson Beck, or the news station tried to get an interview with Carson Beck, but he was like, no, thank you. Now, what I saw in that was Carson Beck was with CJ Daniels, right? He was with CJ Daniels watching the women's basketball game, watching his girlfriend. So for everybody who says, he's just taking the money, he's just going to go through the motions, he's not really a teammate guy. But then I say, well, look, I got his teammates talking good about him. And yes, of course, they're going to talk good about him, but they're giving specifics. I'm looking at the news, who Carson didn't know the news was going to be there, and he's out with CJ Daniels, who's most likely going to be his wide receiver 1 or 2. And I'm saying, yeah. Crush all those weak-ass narratives. Because, look, Carson Beck, he can't go and play football right now because he's injured. But watching him from afar, reading the different articles, I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm liking that his teammates are talking good about him. I'm liking that he's out there going through the motions with his teammates, suited up, helmet on, out there, getting those mental reps. I like that when they show him at a basketball game, he's supporting his girlfriend, yes, but he's there right next to who could be his wide receiver number 1 is CJ Daniels. I like that. And look, guys, he's getting a lot of hype coming into this season. CBS came out with the top quarterbacks entering this college football season. Arch Manning being number 1, Cade Klubnik being number 2, number 3 being Carson Beck. And CBS isn't the only one. Anytime you see a list of quarterbacks coming into next year, you're going to see the Carson Beck name on that hype train. I am on the hype train. I am excited for what I've been seeing. My only thing is, when he gets back on the field, when he starts throwing, will he be the same? I'm thinking he will, but time will tell. What are your thoughts on Carson Beck so far? What are your thoughts about him going into the future? Heck, what do you think about his past? Leave them in the comments. I'm out. Peace.